We welcome you back to CBSN. David Begnaud here at CBS News headquarters in New York. You are now looking at video, a photo that we have from KLFY TV, our CBS affiliate in Lafayette, Louisiana. That ambulance you see there is a Acadian ambulance. We're told that the ambulance service has transported several people to a local hospital after a report of shots fired at the Grand Movie Theater on Johnston Street in Lafayette, Louisiana. Lafayette is in South Louisiana. Just to give you a proximity here, it is an hour to the east of Lake Charles, an hour to the west of Baton Rouge, smack dab in the south central part of Lafayette, Louisiana. What we know so far is that the call came in at around 7:30 local time. People were watching the movie Trainwreck. According to the city parish president, Stanley, a man armed with a weapon walked into the movie theater and opened fire. Police responded immediately, and we're told that once they arrived, they found several people injured. So far, what CBS News has confirmed is that 2 people are deceased. One of them is the gunman, and a second individual is deceased as well. We don't know the gender of that individual or the relationship to the gunman. A question you're probably asking yourself is, where is this gunman from? What do you know about him? We have asked those questions, but so far it is preliminary. We have not been able to get an answer on that. You have to remember, it's 9:05 p.m. right now in Lafayette, Louisiana, so we are about an hour and a half past the date of when, or past the hour of when the call came in. You're looking at this video here, so that is the front of the parking lot, and you can see all the police vehicles. That's a Lafayette police unit inside the perimeter. I can see state police vehicles. This is an operation that is being handled by both Lafayette Police and Louisiana State Police. At this point, we have not been able to confirm whether federal authorities are involved in the investigation. This happens to be an area that I know quite well, having grown up in the area. I know the gentleman we have on the phone right now. His name is Stanley. He is the Chief Administrative Officer for the City of Lafayette. He is also the former news director at KLFY TV, the former CBS affiliate in Lafayette. Thank you for taking the time to join us.
Hello, David.
What do we know so far?
We can confirm that the federal government is also involved in this investigation. Members of the FBI, local office of the FBI, are involved, along with Louisiana State Police, of course, our Lafayette Parish Sheriff's Office, and the Lafayette Police Department, who was the first to arrive in the scene just moments after the shooter entered the Grand Theater on Johnston Street, which is in the core of our community. He opened fire, firing several shots, striking several people, multiple injuries. Many have been transported to the hospital, and we are able to confirm 2 fatalities at this point, including the shooter.
I know it's an early time to ask this question, but as a former news director, you can understand that I have to ask it. Do we know anything about the shooter so far?
We don't, and as you might imagine, David, being from here, given the size of this theater, it's 16 mini theaters inside the theater itself. It takes up a large city block with a very large parking lot. And so just getting control of the crime scene, getting control of the theater itself, making sure certainly that everyone in the theater was safe outside of this incident as best as we could. And that took some time. Getting the theater evacuated and getting the perimeter secure took a lot of time. So just now we're beginning the actual aspects of the criminal investigation with the multiple agencies that are here doing what they do best. For those who are listening, we certainly ask for your prayers tonight for our community of roughly 130,000 at Lafayette. And we need that tonight, and we all come together when this type of thing happens.
That is an understandable request. I have to ask you, have the Lafayette police been able to locate the vehicle you believe the shooter may have been driving?
We have not as of yet. We do believe that we're close to identifying the shooter and potentially where he may be from. And that's what they're doing now, is running license plates on the vehicles that are remaining in the parking lot and doing what law enforcement does, but nothing to report yet on the identity of the shooter or if they have been able to locate the vehicle or how he came to be at the Grand Theater earlier this evening.
Without getting too specific, Dee, does it look like the gunman may be local?
We have no way of knowing that at this point, Dave.
Let me ask you, Dee, in terms of set the scene. This is right pretty much in the middle of the city of Lafayette, is it not? This is a hub where a lot of people would have gravitated to on an evening like tonight to go to the restaurant or the movie theater.
It is. There is a neighborhood that adjoins the backside of the theater. There is a very large health club. There are numerous popular restaurants that surround the theater itself. And it was just a typical Thursday night in our community until this happened.
Dee, I want to ask you some more about the people injured. I'm seeing now, according to the Associated Press, they are quoting the city marshal for the city, Brian Pope, telling the Daily Advertiser, the local newspaper, that 6 people were injured. Can you confirm that number?
I can't. The marshal would know based on his involvement with law enforcement. There have been numerous reports on Twitter and other places that the number could be as high as 10. But I just left the command center here, and our police chief, who is in charge of this command center, along with state police, have indicated that they're not releasing numbers until they absolutely know what they have tonight.
Of the injuries you've heard about, Dee, are those injuries said to be life-threatening?
Yes, they are.
They are. Okay. Dee Stanley, the Chief Administrative Officer of the City of Lafayette, thank you for your time. We'll let you go back. Hopefully we can get you back on the phone for another update. Dee, thank you.